Hi, I'm Maeva from Koch Varlet Luxury Realtors here in Jávea. And the reason I'm filming this is because I get the same question from international buyers. And I want to give you a clear, useful overview, not a postcard. The real reasons people buy here, what makes Jávea special, and how to think about property here in a smart way. Let me start with what makes this town rare. In Jávea, you don't have to choose between sea life and nature. You wake up with the Mediterranean in front of you, and the mango behind you. And in between, you have the pine trees, trails, protected areas, and that feeling that the landscape still matters here. It creates something you don't find easily anymore on the coast. Balance. And most importantly, it doesn't feel like a place built only for summer. And that leads naturally to the next question. Climate. Because climate is not just nice weather. Climate is what decides if you will actually live here year-round or if you will only come in summer. Jávea is known for melt-fill, and the mango plays a role in that. Many people describe it as a natural shield that helps reduce exposure to colder northern wind in certain areas. But I'm not here to give you a scientific lecture. But I can tell you what I see in real life. The most important word here is microclimate, micro-location, micro-lifestyle. A 10-minute drive can change how the wind feels, how warm your terrace feels in winter, and even how comfortable a home feels day to day. And this is exactly why I always tell clients, don't buy a town name, buy a micro-location that fits your rhythm. Just to give you a reference, average temperature are around 27 degrees in August and around 13 degrees in January. And yes, it makes a difference because it means the lifestyle doesn't end when summer ends. Now let's talk about the sea, not as a photo, as a lifestyle. People often ask me if the water is warm enough. In August, the average sea temperature is around 26 to 37 degrees, so swimming is generally comfortable. And the coastline here is one of the most beautiful in the mainland Spain. You have turquoise coves, you have cliffs, you have crystal water, and the underwater world is incredible. Snorkeling, paddle, kayaking is not a holiday activity, it becomes normal life. And this is what people mean when they say Jávea feels like an island, but without the island limitations. Which brings me to a detail that surprised many buyers. You are actually very close to the Balearic Islands. From nearby Denia, fast ferries takes you to Ibiza in about 2 hours, and to Formentera in around 2 hours and a half on certain routes. So yes, islands weekends are realistic, but you still live on the mainland, with more stays, more structure, and easier logistic. Now, I want to talk about the community, because this is a big part of why people stay. Jávea has around 30,000 residents, and what is remarkable is how international it is. In recent data, almost half of the population is of foreigners' nationality, and that creates a very special energy. It feels cosmopolitan, but not cold. You have multilingual services, international standards, and also the warmth of the Spanish life. And this part is personal. What I love here is that people gather, they meet, they invite you. There is social culture around food, around movement, around enjoying the day. It's not only nice, it's healthy. It changes your daily life. For families, there is another reason Jávea is so attractive: schools. International schools are not a detail, they are an anchor. In the area, you have Xàbia International College in Jávea and Lady Elizabeth schools nearby. And when a town has strong schools, demand becomes more stable, less seasonal, more long-term. It attracts families who want a real base, not a temporary holiday address. Now the lifestyle, because this is where Jávea becomes almost addictive. This is a place where you live outside. Cycling is huge, hiking is part of life with mango. Tennis, paddle, and golf nearby are part of the routine for many people. And there is also a strong wellness culture: yoga, healthy living, sunlight, simple daily habits. The air quality, the lights, the rhythm, it's not marketing, you feel it. And the gastronomy here is not a tourist show. It's Mediterranean life, fresh ingredients, seafood, good restaurants, and that Spanish culture of sharing meals. For many buyers, that becomes a real luxury, not a brand, not a logo, just a better day every day. Now a practical point: connectivity. Jávea sits between Alicante and Valencia airport. Roughly, you're a little over an hour from Alicante and around 1 hour 50 to 1 hour 30 from Valencia, depending on traffic. This matters because it makes it easy to travel, to host family, to run a business, and still live by the sea without feeling isolated. And now real estate. This is where I want to be very precise. Jávea is not a high-rise market, it's not a city skyline. The identity here is linked to landscape and lower density, and the town has historically resisted becoming a vertical coastline. So most of what you find are individual homes. Villas, privacy, outside space, light, and a wide variety of style from modern contemporary to Ibiza style and Mediterranean ficas. And yet, you can have completely different lifestyle within Jávea. You can live close to the coast with sea views, you can live near the Mongo on a larger plot with privacy, you can have something very modern or something very authentic. But here is the most important part. And this is the part people don't understand until they start searching. Jávea is not one market, it's multiple micro-markets. Two properties can be priced very differently because of sun orientation, wind exposure, views, or the neighborhood itself. And this is where a buyer can either make an excellent decision or a very expensive mistake. If you want a concrete benchmark, in Jávea, you can still find around 3,300 euros per square meters, or for private properties, it's often 5,000 euros per square meters and above. But I don't say this to push numbers. I say it because it proves the point. The location inside Jávea matters as much as the property itself. So here's the practical part. Buying Jávea is not about finding a nice villa. It's about choosing the right micro-location for the way you will actually live here. Before you visit properties, decide 3 things. Will this be a year-round home or mainly holidays? Do you want walkability or privacy and space? Or do you want turnkey, or are you open to renovation? Once that's clear, the search becomes fast and logical, and you avoid the most common mistakes buyers make in Jávea. Jávea is special because it offers something rare in Europe: beauty, nature, international life, without losing its soul. If you want to explore buying here, whether it's a sea view villa, a private finca near the Mongo, or a modern home that's feel effortless, you can contact me directly. I'm Maeva from KV Luxury Realtors based in Jávea, and if you have questions, leave them in the comments. I will go through them and I definitely get back to you. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.